everybody out there. What's up? It's Hilary Duff, and I'm your guest co-host on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend. We're going to play the 20 biggest songs in the country. I'm going to talk into this microphone and press all of these fancy buttons that light up and make the music come on. And that's pretty much it, right, Romeo?
Pretty much, except we're also going to throw on your new single and talk to you about a ton of stuff you got going on right now. And we're so psyched to have you here. Your essence is just sunshine in a bottle. Have you ever hosted anything like this before?
You know what? I've done a few in my day. A few hosting jobs.
This one is going to be special. Let's roll right into the first track right now. Since you made it sound so easy, you want to take us into this first one?
Oh, now the pressure's on. Okay, here we go. This is Pitbull with Fireball, number 20 on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire.
Nick Jonas jumping 3 spots to number 15 with Jealous. You are on the iHeartRadio Countdown. I'm Romeo, sitting here with Hilary Duff in the guest host chair. Now, Nick Jonas getting ready to drop his album next month. And give us an update on your album, Hilary. Have you put a release date on it yet?
You know, I haven't, just because filming this show has kind of taken priority just during the filming. So I think right after I'm done, I'll take a break for Christmas, and then hopefully the record will come out.
Awesome. Hilary Duff with us this weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown. On to the next hit. You want to do the honors on this one?
For sure. This is number 14, Blame by Calvin Harris and John Newman on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning inside of me.
I love that song. That's Trumpets by Jason Derulo, number 13 on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend. I'm still your guest co-host, Hilary Duff, all the way down to number 1.
And of course, Jason Derulo going through a very public breakup recently with Jordan Sparks after years together. Hilary, being in a relationship in the public eye is something you know a lot about. Is it strange having people report on your relationship status, or is that just something that you really get used to after time?
I think I've gotten used to people just commenting on everything that happens in my life, so this is just expected. But it's always a little unfair. You're just like, it's not your business. It sucks a little, especially in particular, moments of stress or whatever. It seems like unfair that people comment on it and have their own opinions, and they don't really know what's going on. So that's unfortunate, but you do just learn to deal with it.
And at your son's age, is he aware yet that mom and dad have different jobs than a lot of other parents?
I think he's starting to figure it out.
Like, you are not a cop and a bus driver.
Right. No. He's like, why are people taking our picture everywhere we go? Weird. I think he is starting to figure it out. People are coming up to me asking me for pictures, and he'll be looking like, well, who are they and why are you talking to them? Funny. All
right, so we are close to the 10 hottest songs on the iHeartRadio Countdown. You picked them, and we're going to play them coming up.
The iHeartRadio Countdown. More coming up. iHeartRadio. Back to the iHeartRadio Countdown.
We're at number 12 out of 20 on the iHeartRadio Countdown. This is Romeo here with your guest host this weekend, Hilary Duff, and we talked a little bit about your upcoming album earlier. I know you worked with Ed Sheeran on a track. What is he like to work with?
He's amazing. I loved working with Ed. I'm such a super fan of his, and the song is really great. And he was in the studio, and he was just great, giving me really good advice, and he was in the vocal booth with me, which was a little scary for me. I was like, you are Ed Sheeran and you're just sitting here while I record in my vocal booth. But it was great. I had a good time.
Do we know when that song's going to come out, or is that kind of still up in the air?
Everything's up in the air right now.
All right, and here's Ed Now. Don't slip in a couple to number 12 this weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
That's number 9 on the iHeartRadio Countdown. Tove Lo with Habits, and I'm Hilary Duff, your guest host this weekend.
And Hilary, we've been waiting for the right moment. Let's throw on your new single right now, All About You. And the video for this one is pretty sexy. I didn't know you could dance like that. Was it fun to shoot the video?
It was a blast. I had worked with that video director before, so I always love to, work with people a second time and do something totally different. And it was awesome. I mean, to dance and do some more choreographed stuff I hadn't done in a while was a lot of fun.
And is this song a good representation of the album as a whole? I know it seems like a lot more grown-up than we're used to, but it's still fun, right?
It's funny, everyone says that. They're like, wow, it's just a grown-up
so
sound
mature.
for you. I'm like, well, yeah, it's been 7 years since I put out a record. So, yeah, I've changed a lot, and my sound definitely has changed, and I would say it's a good representation of some of the other stuff on the record. It's, a mid-tempo song, and there's a lot of that, but it's a mixed bag, of happy songs and a little more emotional songs for sure.
And I gotta mention the line about kissing on the beach and in broad daylight. You got that lyric, and then your last video for Chasing the Sun, you're getting a massage on the beach. Is this a beach fetish we're sensing?
I live in LA. Come on, I really like the beach.
I love it. All right, so it's your song, Hilary. You want to take us into it?
I would love to. This is my new single, All About You, by me, Hilary Duff, on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
You could be my dirty secret. We could only be a rumor, never be.
That's Cool Kids, Echo Smith at number 8 on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend. Hilary Duff is here with us, guest hosting the show. And by the way, Echo Smith on tour all over the U.S. right now, playing Texas this weekend. Hilary, what about shows for you? After the album comes out, any plans to maybe hit the road?
I can't wait to get back on the road again. It's been such a long time for me, and definitely maybe February, March will be a good time for me.
And being a mom now, the prospect of touring must present a whole different set of challenges. How much has being a parent changed your approach to the way you work?
I think I used to work, I think just my schedule was a lot crazier. Now it's all about scheduling, just to build in time for me to spend with him. And everyone knows that he takes priority over everything in my life. So, but he's only 2.5, so to go on tour, I think it's a good age. It'll be fun for him, and he does travel really well, which is a great thing. And I think it'll just be a matter of not, saying, okay, I'm going to go on the road for 3 months now. Like, I'm going to go on for 3 weeks and then take a break, and then 3 weeks and then take a break.
Well, speaking of family, we're going to hit you with the biggest question you're going to get all day. What's your little one going to be for Halloween?
He just decided that he's going to be Jake and the Neverland Pirate.
Oh, cool!
Yes, and he looks very cute in his costume. He has a little wig. It's hilarious.
All right, we are deep inside your top 10 on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend. Jessie J on the way up, some other female artists on the way down. We'll see where everyone lands straight ahead.
The iHeartRadio Countdown. More coming up.
iHeartRadio.
Are you with me now?
The iHeartRadio Countdown.
Welcome back to the iHeartRadio Countdown. I'm still your guest host for the weekend, Hilary Duff, and we're closing in on the number 1 song.
All right, coming up next, we got Charlie XCX, a new artist that is just exploding on the scene right now. Now, Hilary, you've been there before. What advice would you give for up-and-coming artists to stay grounded, to be out there, and to have a long, successful career?
It's always tough when I get this question because I'm such a fan of all these people, and the music industry is so different now than it was when I was first starting out. I think it's a lot easier to make it quicker, not having to grind as hard to get known.
Do you think YouTube helps that kind of stuff?
I think YouTube, all these, The Voice, all these shows, it's a way easier to make it. But not that they're not working hard, but I think, keeping your head on straight is a little harder when you can make it so quickly.
Yeah.
So just remembering that and, being grateful for what you have and all that.
Well, we love this song, Boom Clap. Charlie XCX slipping 2 spots to number 7 this weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
That's Bang Bang up 2 spots to number 4 this weekend. Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj on the iHeartRadio Countdown. And I'm Hilary Duff, your guest host for the weekend.
And Hilary, Ariana, of course, transitioned from teen TV star to pop star like yourself. Is it hard making that jump from TV to music, or was that just completely natural for you?
It was funny. I never thought I was going to be a singer growing up. So when I made that choice, I was like, I just want to sing. I want to be on stage. I want to do what these other people are doing. I love Britney Spears. And so it was a little bit of a challenging transition. But for her, I'm not sure. She seemed to do it really well, too.
Well, you're both flawless, so easy. All right, all the way down to the top 3 tracks on the iHeartRadio Countdown. And here's a juicy tease for you. None of them are where they were last weekend, so stick around.
This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. Your number 1 song is coming up. The iHeartRadio Countdown.
This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. I'm your guest host, Hilary Duff, and you are just in time for the 3 biggest songs of the weekend. This is exciting, Romeo.
I know, the anticipation just keeps getting stronger. What do you think is going to be number 1, Hilary? What is number 1 for you right now?
Oh, man, that's tough. You know what? I love Maroon 5's song right now.
Animals.
In my mind, that's number 1.
Awesome.
Yeah. But I'm also a big Swifter.
Oh, T-Swizzle.
That's right.
And one thing I wanted to ask you about while we've got you here, Hilary, is the Smiles Across America organization that you're involved with. I feel like no one is better suited for it because your teeth truly are like the most perfect teeth on the earth. But this is a nonprofit oral health campaign, right?
It is, and it's amazing because, I really didn't know the statistics of kids out there that don't ever go to the dentist and have, oral health care provided for them. And it's so important to keep their teeth healthy and clean and strong and educate kids on how to brush. So it was great. They donate a lot of money to helping kids that have oral health problems each year. And I think they've helped over like 4 million children. So.
Okay, let's switch it up. So on a guy, put these in order of importance to you.
Oh man, I hate
Good
this
teeth,
question.
good hair, good abs, good butt.
God, I don't know. I know it sounds so cliche. I'm more about the connection and the chemistry, but I guess I'll go with good teeth is always a good draw. Maybe good butt. How's that?
It is the year of the booty, so I think that's a good answer.
It is the year of the booty.
Really
Jeez.
All right, so that makes it official. Hilary Duff, all about that bass. Number 3, Meghan Trainor falling 2 spots this weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no?
Baby, I'm a black widow, baby. Black widow, baby.
That's number 2, Iggy Azalea and Rita Ora up a spot on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend. I'm your guest host, Hilary Duff, and this is the number 1 song.
And you know the artist to be at the top this weekend pretty well, right? I believe you pronounce her name Taylor Swift.
I've never heard of her.
Who is she?
I don't know. Is she a new artist?
There's a lot of haters out there, and she just keeps shaking them off.
She's a smart girl. Smart gal.
Well, do you let things go easily, or do you dwell? Do you shake them off like Taylor?
I do shake them off like Taylor.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, certain things it's hard, but I need to get rid of stuff. I can't hang on to anything.
I love talking to Hilary Duff this weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown. She's always keeping it real. We got the number 1 song right now, and can you take us into it, Hilary?
Love to. This is Taylor Swift jumping 2 notches this weekend to number 1. Shake It Off on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Number 1.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing.
That's Shake It Off, Taylor Swift, the number 1 song on the iHeartRadio Countdown, which means I'm all done hosting the show. It's kind of bittersweet.
I know, we're going to miss you, Hilary. Feel free to come back anytime. We will kick out whoever is here and let you sit down right back in that chair.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Thanks so much for being here. We love All About You. Hilary Duff's new single is out right now. The album to come and the TV show, too. What about another book, Hilary? Can we expect one of those?
You know, maybe in the future, but I'm a little busy right now with the music. I'm going to put my album out. My TV show's coming out in January. And I'm a mom, so I think I'm going to hold off on the books for a little while.
It's All About You. Hilary Duff, our guest host this weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What a blast.
It's the iHeartRadio Countdown. We'll talk to you next weekend.